Show. I am your host, Miss Phins. Thank you for coming back. Appreciate it, guys. Ooh. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I was debating about today. I was debating about today for a lot of reasons. Why? Mostly because you know what I'm gonna say. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. Share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we are live. Thank you. Really do appreciate it, guys. We got the Minnesota Vikings. Look, if you guys didn't catch it yesterday, okay, I had a special guest, the Purple Pocket Podcast, here from the Vikings, YouTube sphere. And, as fans, we kind of go back and forth and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, this is the thing, guys. Hit the like button on your way in. Ah, I don't know, man. Feel like being a Dolphins fan sometimes, you have to. Uh, it's like it comes with a warning. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Not that I'm saying we're not gonna win on Sunday. We're gonna destroy the Vikings. It's a fact. Um, but most of it, you know what? The level of hateration towards the Dolphins. I mean, I get it. I get it. When you have such a great organization like we do, legendary organization like we do, I can understand why other fan bases and other fans, they come at us and blah blah blah. But you know what? I'm not apologizing for being a fan. No. It's Fan Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Fan Friday. And before I continue my rant, I'm going to go ahead and just, remind you guys. You can find the Miss Finn Show each and every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. Look, I overslept today, okay? It is what it is. It happens. I'm human. So my bad. I was a little tad bit late. That happens. But other than that, you can find me Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, each and every day. If you can do me a favor, like and share. Let everybody else know we are live. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for joining Miss Vince this morning. But I need to get something out of my chest, man. What's up? Good morning, Von Joe. Hello, Michael K. Delusional. God's Soldier. Who else is in here? Adam S. Welcome. Mike, welcome. Oh, Mark K. Welcome. Jeremiah, welcome. Um, yeah, I feel like, look, I'm gonna tell you something that my little brother told me. When you're up here, you know what I mean? I get it. It's lonely at the top. People can always come for you. I get it. It's life. But I will never apologize for being a Dolphins fan. I will never apologize for going extra hard for my team because that's what a fan is. So everybody else is allowed to do it except Dolphins fans. Get out of here, please. Please. What's up, Sandy? How you doing? Good morning, Miss Fans. At the airport on my way to fan club weekend. Awesome. Hey, I'll be there Saturday. Yes, I will. Just reminded me of something and okay. Hopefully get to meet you, Sandy. Mainly being a Marlins fan is way worse. Trust me. I'm not a Marlins. I'm a Florida Marlins fan. Not whatever this team is. My Florida Marlins team won 2 pennants. I can't stand this team. I will never root for them as what they're named right now. Not gonna happen. But yeah, I'm not gonna apologize. So If every week I come here and I say we're dropping 50 on everybody, that's my opinion. I am a Dolphins fan. Super fan. And you know what? I love it. But obviously, I gotta give you guys like fair and balanced. And look, every week is any given Sunday. Every team can lose every single week. It is what it is. It's all about matchups, people. So yeah, I just came here to not apologize to anybody and to love it, Sandy. And honestly, just to let everybody else know that little keyboard warriors, you know, that's all they are. They're not real life people because they're not in front of you. And two, guess what? We could always turn off our phones and our computers. Just saying. Some people go a little too far, and yeah, there it is. And no, nobody said anything to me. No, I'm not responding to anybody. I'm just saying it just to say it. I feel like some people need reminders. That's it. Like, relax. It's a sport. It's a game. It's not your life. So relax. But it is Fans Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer you guys' questions, but you need to put at Miss Phins. And depending on how I'm feeling, we'll see. Might open it up for you guys. I don't care. I root for my trash teams no matter what. Good job, Adam, and you keep rooting for them. So you want, go ahead and do it. No one can tell how someone else should be a fan. Like that's the most ridiculous. Oh, I can't even. Look, I'm supporting QB1 until QB1 is no longer wearing aqua and orange. So, Skylar the Rocket Thompson is getting me 3 touchdowns on Sunday. It is. Really, you should be looking at what you want to see improve. Exactly. Exactly. As a parent. That's what I do. That's why I critique, because I want my team to get better. It is what it is. Yep. You know what? I'm still to this day. As till this day, I still don't know what the Dolphins are doing with personnel. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing with personnel. I'm hoping we can get it together. But it is what it is. Let's see here. So as an update, guys, real quick, because we all want to know. Tua is going through concussion protocol. He's going through practice, non-contact, obviously. He's not gonna clear. I mean, okay, so this is the issue. He is cleared. Maybe not 100% clear, but he's still clear. Um, the problem is that the league doesn't want to come back anytime soon. If we're being honest, they don't, especially not on prime time again. Because the worst case scenario is Tua comes back Sunday night where nobody else is doing anything on the celebration of the 50th anniversary to then, you know, get hurt again. So, yeah, that would be the worst case scenario. Do I think it's going to happen? No. But, I mean, let's be honest. It could happen. The league is freaking out. That's why they don't want him to start. Honestly, they probably are going to want him to start, you know, against the Lions. Which to me is a disservice. If Tua's ready and Tua wants to go, he should be able to play. As a fan, I want him to play Sunday. As a human being, I'm like, take as long as you need to. Take care of your body, whether it's your neck, back, ankles, whatever, head. But I don't know. This is gonna be very interesting, to be honest with you. The next couple of weeks are gonna be very interesting for the Dolphins for three reasons, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, we have to determine Tua. Period. Is he gonna is Are we gonna be able to finish evaluating him, or are we gonna get stuck with another year of not knowing what we have? That's a real concern. And two, you know, this week we get to see is how much stock do we want to put, how much time do we want to invest in our rookie quarterback? You know what I mean? So, Miss Fins, I might need golf off your bench. I don't know, delusional. I don't know. I think golf is gonna go off. I need him to go off. I need him to go off already. And this last game just completely destroyed any hope I had in Jared Goff. I'm just so mad. Absolutely so mad. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it, guys. Look, the state of the Dolphins, we're fine. Like any other team, we just have work to do. That's pretty much it. So let's see here. I'm joking. Golf is about to go crazy by like week 8 or 9. Wait, crazy good or crazy bad? I know you're messing with me now. I know he's gonna go off. Golf is consistent quarterback or consistently inconsistent quarterback, but he's pretty good. Just he's not gonna win you the Super Bowl clearly, but he's gonna get you somewhere. Now, look, and this is why I said Miami Dolphins versus you know the Vikings, guys. This is not a what team can I compare him to? Look, on Sunday, this is not um your Buffalo Bills team. Okay, they're they're not crappy or you know all right. Maybe have a couple pieces, can put a couple games together back to back to back. This is a much better team than that we're going to be going up against in the Minnesota Vikings. And honestly, it's a consistent team. I like the Vikings as a fan, as a football fan. I mean, it's kind of hard not to like the Vikings. Kirk Cousins consistently almost there. I feel like, my God, that man, good, but man, yeah. He, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you when it comes to him, to be honest with you. I really don't know what to tell you because at the end of the day, it's not going to be an easy out for the Dolphins. It is not going to be an easy out for the Dolphins, but you know, we'll be fine. That's for sure. We will be fine. If you're worried about the Vikings, be worried. Be worried. They have a good team, good offense. Obviously, I wasn't going to say that yesterday. Look, I'm a fan. I'm a realist. I get it. It's not going to be an easy game, but I'm still a fan. So I'm still going to tell you. Um, yeah, I, I'm still going to tell you the truth. Oh yeah, obviously, I'm going to be an extra fan when I'm, with the opposing team because I truly believe we really could beat them and handedly too. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be easy. That's all it is. It's not going to be easy. It's gonna be a challenge, and to have this be Skylar Thompson's first NFL career start, man, This is gonna be very interesting, and I expect the defense to come through for him, like they did for Tua. This defense needs to support their young QB. Period. Look, I could care less who's the QB. Could be Tua, could be Teddy, Skyler, could be Cedric Wilson as an emergency QB. Regardless, regardless, I'm still going for QB1. Whoever QB1 is in that point. It is what it is. So yeah. Um I'm not sure honestly what to expect other than McDaniel getting his team ready. Now, the Chase Edmonds comments were kind of weird. Oh, I don't think you're talking to me. Delusional. Are you talking to me or not talking to me, delusional Patriots fans? Because I can't tell. But yeah, the run game. Seriously, guys. Oh, you are talking to me. Okay, the Chase Edmonds comments were kind of weird. I don't know. Oh, to be honest with you, I didn't even see him. What did he say? If you can let me know what he say. Scarlett Thompson needs Gesicki to never block again. I think God Soldier, what you mean is that we need to use Gesicki as an offensive weapon. Is that what you mean? Because that's exactly what Tua got when he was a young QB. Then yeah, at this point, yes, I agree. Just like we gave Gesicki as a blanket to Tua, we need to give Gesicki as an offensive weapon to Skyler. I agree. One of the coaches was like, Edmonds is gonna get more work or more snaps. The problem is with Chase Edmonds, he's fine as a running back. They keep trying to feed this man the ball as a pass catcher. He's already dropped 2 touchdowns. He's already dropped two very critical passes. Well, I don't know what more critical you can get than 2 touchdowns, but in total, I mean, he's had at least four extremely critical passes he's dropped so far. And to be honest with you, he catches that touchdown pass in the Bengals game, completely different. And Tua might not have even gotten hurt. We would have been way ahead. It would have kept the momentum going. It killed the drive. Yes, I know it was early in the game, but let's be honest, it killed the drive. It killed it. And that's not the only one. Again the following week dropped another touchdown pass. I don't understand why they keep wanting to pass this man the ball. When you have a giant in Gesicki, 6'5", 220, who can catch anything. Literally. Like, I'm not understanding this. The issue with Chase Edmonds is that they don't use him as a running back. He's good as a running back. Stop trying to pass the man this ball. It's not that hard. Not that hard. Do not pass on the ball, guys. Chase Edmonds, he's better in the ground. He's a solid north-south running back. He is. He can get you yardage. Now, out of him and Mostert is the bruiser. I get that. This is a little more shifty. But irregardless of that, Chase needs to stop. They need to stop trying to pass this man the ball, period. Because on 2 different weeks, we could have won the game, both games. Between Bengals and Jets, this man dropped critical passes. I'm done with him catching passes. Stop. Which is one of my gripes with McDaniel. Talking about McDaniel, guys, I told you guys this offseason. When I first saw McDaniel, it has nothing to do with his size, has nothing to do with it's just his personality. I said, okay, great. They got a coach's coach. Phenomenal. Completely different than what's his name? Than Flores, because Flores is structural and all of that, right? They literally got somebody that was just 100% opposite of him. Okay, fine. Players love him, coaches love him. You know what I mean? That's wonderful. I get it. I've seen this movie before. And I said this to everybody, and I was like, okay, I'm not worried about him being good with the players when things are good. My concern with McDaniel is when you're facing adversity, when you're stringing along a couple losses, what are you going to do? Are you going to be able to handle that locker room? Can you take a hold of the locker room, or are you going to lose the locker room? Because guess what? Going 1-7, Flores never lost that locker room. Because if he would have lost the locker room, they would have never gone 7-0 right after. That's a fact. That's a fact. They would have never gone 7-0. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Michael, if we're going to have less than 300 yards. I think we'll have more than that. But it's not going to be an easy game. I still see us winning, but it's not going to be an easy game. I don't even know what score I gave, to be honest with you guys. What's up, Finland P? Welcome. Yeah, I'm not really sure what score I gave him, but to be honest with you, I think it's going to be very interesting as far as us being able to win this game. It's going to be, this is a time where McDaniel has to show me he's a head coach. Yeah, exactly. I really like McDaniel, but two different styles. And I said this before. Look, we went from, oh my God, we have no control over this team with Adam Gase. Nobody's disciplined. Nobody's taking this man serious. To finally, thank the Lord, we have structure, which is exactly what we needed. 3 years of that, I guess people don't like, you know, structure. They don't. They're not. What do you call it? They don't. They like. What's the word I'm trying to say? They don't like. Because somebody may just tell them straight up. But then I don't know who. This relates to every single one of those players in there. But look at the differences so far in after week 5. I already gave you a my quarterly review. I think I did it on Tuesday. We gotta do better. We're the fork again. Dolphins gotta do better. This defense gonna be almost dead last. As a defense is ridiculous. We gotta do better. This is gonna be a testament to you guys know who. If you guys think the Dolphins are all right, then I agree with you. But it can go south real quick. And this right here is gonna be the challenge that will make or break McDaniel. Right here. Boyer, yeah, I can't Boyer right now. I get it with the injuries. I'm not ready to like crucify him yet. It happens. We're trying to bend that break, but still, this drop off I was not expecting. Not this much. I don't recognize my defense at all, at all, at all. So yeah, and I agree with you, God Soldier. Yeah, thank you, Michael. Yes, guys, hit the like button, guys. Look, I'm gonna drop the link real quick. If you guys want to come up, talk Dolphins, talk football, go ahead and put it in. I got a few extra time. It's Friday. I need to talk to some of you guys. So if y'all are up here, if y'all are ready, if you're courageous enough. But as a public service announcement, people, keep it PG. That's all I ask. Okay, that's it. And if you guys don't want to come up, that's fine too. I got more stuff to talk about. Look, and that was my thing. It's more of this is the fork. Is McDaniel gonna take a reign on this team and get them ready for this next game. This is a must win. I need Dolphins fans to understand this game is a must win. Forget about playoffs for a second. For so many reasons, it is Tua needs to have continue to have a winning record. Dolphins need to be stronger. At this point, us being 4-2 is a must. We go back and win, and let's just say Kansas City does their job and take care of the Bills. Let's say Patriots. Patriots actually, I think they got a winnable game in my opinion. I don't know which type of Patriots is gonna show up. If we're gonna be honest, I really don't. But they have a winnable game. So yeah, Finland P. I really miss Trill Williams too. I can't wait till that young man comes back. That's gonna be one of the best things that happens to the Dolphins. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So yeah, at this point, mm, guys, we have to win. Going 3-3 into Pittsburgh. Well, not into Pittsburgh. They're gonna come over here, but going 3-3, or worst case scenario, we lose. Now we're 3-3. That's not a good look. Even if we win against Pittsburgh and we're 4-3, that's not a good look. And you can for sure remember, just like the Colts last year. Oh God! Which I said at the beginning, I'm like, watch out! This game could be for the playoffs. I was right. The Jets game will definitely be one of those games that we would have needed, or even the Cincinnati game. Either one of those two, because they were both conference games for the playoffs to get into the playoffs. So we're not last minute win and get in. I'm so tired of win and get in. I'm telling you, the Dolphins are win and get in again. I might shut down this channel. I might, because I just can't. I can't deal with it. What's up, Sharif? How you doing, buddy? Oh, I can't hear you. Oh,
Morning. No, I was laughing my
what
butt
you?
off because I know how you felt when you and I. Nobody wants to feel that feeling no more.
I mean, Dolphins are. That's what I'm saying. Like to be in this fan base needs to come with like a doctor's prescription or something
A
for
stent to
some,
your chest heart.
like my God, Lee, because these
Yeah,
Dolphins, man, I'm telling you, they make it rough for fans. They
yeah.
make it real rough. But
But
seriously,
you're doing well this morning.
oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just
That's
literally
great.
overslept. Together. I was working till way late, and I'm not gonna lie, watching that ugly Thursday night game. Thursday night games should just be banned at this point, especially on Prime, since they're only gonna give us one good game this year. I just can't even watch them no more. I
Right.
literally had them in the background, and I was like, why am I still watching this game?
Mhm.
But
I think yeah, there's an element of exciting plays that just is missing from Thursday because everyone is tired.
I just I can't. And you know what Michael K says? I blame the coaching. Is it the coaching? Sharif, I need tell me, is it the coaching? What's going on with the
For
Dolphins right now? For the Dolphins.
well, well, we were on another channel last night, and I came to the point where the fan base has an eye vision. They see the offensive linemen struggling, not picking up stunts. We're getting hurt constantly. It's never the same starters, and this has been like this for 3 years. And I we went through the timeline. We wanted Conklin, Matt Conklin, and we wanted Treader before this season. And of course, we went
Wanted.
through the draft, getting Cesar Ruiz 1 year, you get Panay Sewell next year, and you can bring an Armstead and a Connor Williams to that and add it to that. So it left us to all come to the conclusion that Greer was looking at pedigree, things that you would not have to worry about on the offensive line, and he drafted who he drafted. In his own ego, he thought they could have been coached for whatever reason. But we had that discussion because it's based on the blocking that is going to correct us, meaning keep Tua upright and obviously get Edmonds and Mostert going. And that has not been the case with Greer's choices. Dieter's still on the bench, drafted third round. You give a third and a second for Eichenberg. He looks like
Yeah.
he's running into our own offensive linemen instead of running into defenders.
He's still
And it's
still too young for me to like crucify him. They still gotta get their feet
and
underneath them. You know what
fans
I mean? But I
and
get what
we
you're
don't
saying.
have time to wait because we're in the third year, right, Miss Vince? So we're
I
in the
know
year
that's
where
what
we
makes
want
it.
to. So
What makes
Greer he messed up immensely because we went through it, right? You were looking, you could have gotten Tua. If you couldn't get Jonathan Taylor, you go get Cesar Ruiz. That's your
that's who
center.
that's who I wanted.
And then the next, right, then we can debate who you get at number 21. Then next year, who's falling in your lap? Panay Sewell. So you have Panay and Caesar. You could have added a Flowers to that until you're ready to get rid of Flowers. Then you could have brought in Armstead and Connor Williams to that. Now think of this: Connor Williams, Cesar Ruiz, Robert Hunt, uh, and Panay Sewell. That would have been pedigree Greer would have supplied the team with, where we don't have to go out here next year and give 18 million to two offensive linemen because that's what we'll have to do. So that's going to eat away from trying to pay our in-house rookies, and it's because you failed immensely not getting pedigree. Your pedigree, what you thought was Eichenberg, Austin Jackson,
Through the draft
Calhoun,
is what the problem is.
right? Calhoun and the guy who Kinley. That you failed immensely, Greer. So we're gonna have to go and spend more money. And I understand what the fans were saying because I was the one was saying we don't need Matt Conklin, we don't need Treader. So I changed my opinion now because um, I see it for myself, and it's on Greer. So for what does the coaching have to do? The best coaching are in here. Applebaum, Embry, they're all trying their best. But once again, if I don't have Miss Phins as my wife, every other girl out there is for the streets. And I'm using that analogy, but you know, I
The
need to
best.
get pedigree. I have to get a pedigree woman in my life. And he just didn't get that for the offensive line.
I did. This is my problem, Sharif, with that. It's we were sold on. We have five offensive line coaches who specialize in the development of the O line, and I'm like, okay, great. This is what I'm being told. Awesome. I want to see, and I said this at the beginning. I want to see all these offensive line coaches. Where are they? I am still searching for offensive line coaches. Like,
Hmm.
what are they doing? And again, I expect it to not always be good. Deal with injuries and all of that. But at the end of the day, I still want this team to show me this Goshen is supposed to be better than last year's. But even last year's rookie coaches that Flores had, I don't know. They were looked like they were doing a little bit better with way less.
Yep.
So
And the penalties, and there was a response. There was an accountability for penalties. If you remember, Xavier Howard dropped an interception and did 50 push-ups. You
oh
don't
yeah,
see any of that. It's
there's
fun.
no
People get
no
to play their
structure.
music in practice if they get an orange jersey. There's nobody running to the ball. You can make mistakes, and McDaniel will probably be in his playbook. So what happens when Ingram keeps pulling face masks? Flores will have you do something in front of the team. That way, the minimize of the penalties will show. Nobody wants to do 50 push-ups and touch the wall.
Not in this heat. That's for sure.
So my thing is, McDaniel is in his fifth week. He's also showing that guys are getting away with egregious penalty. There was plays where we were off the field in the first quarter.
Morning, Big
Guys
J.
kept grabbing face masks and making penalties, and that would just never happen. Underflow, and Sperano, and people like that. So McDaniel also has to show where, okay, come off the field. I don't care who you are. You made that penalty just now, 15 yards or personal foul. Come off the field and stand on the side of me. And
Too many
players need to
penalties.
get it. Don't do that. And then you won't be standing on the side of coach.
Well, this is the thing, and to add to your point, that's what I meant about the structure. We were way too loose with Gase. We finally got the structure we needed. With you know what, it is what it is. At this point, listen, you're dealing with so many different personalities, and you want to have the same vision, the same goal. You have to hold everybody
Right.
in the same standard, and that's what we're not seeing here, at least of now. Now, this isn't a I'm being overly critical of the Dolphins. No, no, guys, look, I can tell right now based on what I've seen. This is what's happening. A, B, and C. This is what I think should happen. B, D, E, F, so that we can get better. That's all it is.
Now,
And at this moment,
mhm,
this is the game that will show you whether McDaniel has a reign on this locker room.
mhm.
Whether this, what's up, Kenna? Whether this locker room is going, he understands what he has. A and
Um,
B,
to his credit, I
they're
would
behind
say
him. So
there are seven captains. If I was and if I was one of those captains, yes, I moved the ping pong table out of the
I heard
room.
about
But
that.
what if I was a Xavier, and I guess Xavier is the oldest captain? I
Hmm.
would say, guys, look, we're gonna have a private meeting, and there's gonna be things happening if you cause a penalty. If I cause a penalty, there's going to be a captain that has to go on offense and say, guys, the holding, the hands to the face, you're going to have to come to me when you come to when you have those, because the coach is going to be coaching. I'm going to need you to come to me when these penalties happen in the game, and you're going to have to drop in 50, whatever, drop, give me 50. You're going to have to press in the weight room, something you're going to have to do in front of the team because you made mistakes. Then when we watch video in video room, where everyone is going to feel like we were held accountable, so we won't do these mistakes again. And it's going to take because why I say that, McDaniel is loose with his players, giving them responsibility like he emphasized. Therefore, it should be an X and a Tyreek Hill who grabs these guys by the neck, and as they make penalties and stupid mistakes, they hold them accountable. And let's
There's
see how
three
far
of them.
that goes.
There's three of them. Teron Armstead needs to
Three
do it for
old,
the O
three
line.
old captains.
Teron Armstead is old as
Oh
dirt.
yeah, Teron
He need to do
Armstead.
it for the
Yes,
O
thank
line.
you.
He's got to take care of the O line. X, and I would say X. Well, Howard is a captain too. Not Howard. Holland is a captain too, right? Javon Holland.
Yes, Javon Holland is a captain too.
Them two need to take care of that defense, and then offense. This is on Tua. I expect Tua to get his offense settled. And I don't mean the O line.
Yeah.
We got to run for that. But offensively,
Yeah.
Tua got to put his
Mm-hmm.
boys on. You got to tell him, listen. And he's done it. But I need him to do it some more offline too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like not in the game. You know what I mean?
Listen, if I feel like I gotta do some strenuous push-ups, running, I gotta do some penalty things because I made mistakes in the game during practice during the week. Maybe they don't call out each other during the drop and give me. We need X during the game. We don't need him dropping doing 50.
Yeah,
So
we're not doing it in
have
the
it where
game. That's not gonna work.
right.
That's not what I
Right,
mean.
have it where during the next week you're gonna do your responsibilities for
Our
those penalties
practice.
and stupid
Yeah.
mistakes you make, and guys are gonna have to be fearful again of making the penalties, which is gonna minimize the Dolphins' stupid mistakes. Because I'm telling you right now, the penalties killing us. The penalties are
We
killing
were
us,
the
man.
the least penalized team in the last 3 years. We had nobody's Flores' first year. We didn't really have that many penalties. In the last 2 years, that was even tightened up even more. You know what I mean? So,
Mm,
and Steve says, Sheree, that will cause internal fighting. Not necessarily, because the players chose their captains. You know what I mean? So,
right.
but
That's
you
why I
can't
used it
expect
like that.
you can't expect you know. Let's be real. The O line is going to be with the O line. Hence why I say Tehran. The D is going to always be with Holland and X. You know what I mean? And the offense is going to be with, the
Two
rest
and
of the
Tyreek.
offense is going to be with Tua and Tyreek. There you go. That was the other person I was waiting for, Tyreek. So them two, all five of those players need to take a reign in their players. Man, this is them. It's a reflection of them because they're the
Mm-hmm.
captains too. Now maybe McDaniel's philosophy is kind of like what you alluded to of, I'm gonna empower my players, to take it upon themselves to hold each other
Mm, and I
accountable. Okay,
appreciate
fine.
that
If
from
that's a
him.
different way, we'll see if this
Hmm.
works. But the sloppiness that we have right now, my God, that's what killed us in
Yes.
the last 2 years, the last two
And,
games.
and who's And who's
It
to
killed
say there cannot be rewards? Like, let's say there's a clean game or there's a comeback where it's still a clean game, no turnovers, maybe one penalty. Who's to say X doesn't reward? He's making a lot of money. Who's to say X doesn't reward the defense with a night or two nights out? He pays all the meals, things like that. So, but there has to be accountability from the captains because to me, it's too early for I'm gonna just say it's too early for McDonald to be yucking guys by their freaking uniform and bringing them close to his face and saying, I'm tired of this bull. You got to get it right. He's not here long enough, so we're gonna need guys like X grabbing you. you know
What's up,
and,
Trey?
you know it's gonna take the captains to say no more penalties this week 5. Enough of this bull. Get it done. Hey, Tehran's gonna have to. Hey, no more holding. No more hands to the face. It has to stop now. We have to move quicker. We have to get in and out.
I love how you have
And
Boyer
it's
as
gonna
your
have to
quarterback.
take Tyreek to say, guys, catch these balls. Edmonds, what the hell are you doing? Stop looking around. Catch the ball first. Or it's gonna you're gonna have to do something during the week, bro.
Drop my thing.
It,
You drop passes. You're on that machine doing nothing but catching passes. I'm putting you in front of that machine. You go in the corner. And if it's four of you guys dropping passes, all four of you are gonna go down that line and on that machine and just catch passes. Just catch them. Just catch them. Just catch them. I'm
or
like,
this
I'm
may
tired of
be
this
something even
drop balls.
even
All right.
something new that Tyree can do. Look, you failed during the week.
Once
You're
I told
coming on
you.
my podcast for the hot seat.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that because he
You come
stopped
on
it for
my
the season.
podcast for the hot seat,
But look,
man.
Michael K says a good point, and I want to highlight it because it is a good point. Maybe the coaches should call the proper plays. We all know that most penalties occur from being out of position. That is something too that we need to take into consideration the play calling. You know what I mean? So thank you for that, Michael. Because I mean, at this point, Sharif, I said we're just fans. We're not coaches in the NFL. We're just fans. You know what I mean? We're just out here because we love our team. We apparently love misery too. You know what I mean? But we love our team, and that's what we spend the time to talk about our team and do all of this about our team. But McDaniel needs to know the players he's got. And look, this is put my fangirling aside, people. Okay, because if I have to do it for a lot of you guys, for some of the players you guys worship, I don't worship nobody, or you guys overly love, then yeah, exactly, missed tackles. I agree with you. This man doesn't know his players. Listen, we're developing Gasicki and his blocking. I get that. I get that. But no way on earth should Tanner Connor have been in that play. And proof of that, not 4 or 5 plays later, Gasicki was in the almost exact same play, caught it for 20, right in the middle. And I'm just like, that was open the whole game. The whole game. And it's gonna be open this game too, especially with the Vikings almost always running that too high safety. That middle is going to be open for us. And
Yeah.
I just
So
don't understand why he's not utilizing his players.
yeah,
I don't get it.
so that I think we broke down coaching structure, discipline, being accountable. How can we fix that going forward? Now to touch on the defense, now I think a lot of people want Boyer to try the 4-3, and meaning four defensive linemen down instead of three, and just keep three linebackers on the field. Because one, Byron isn't here yet. You can have two safeties over the top. You can bring one down for run support, but the main thing is we're not getting pass rush with the 3-4 at all. And they're double teaming Phillips. After looking at film, we decided Boyer needs to either go to 4-3, put Christian Wilkins at a defensive end, put Raekwon in the middle with Siler, and you put Ogba, or you rotate Van Ginkel with Ogba that way. But my thing is this: if he doesn't do it, then he's still trusting on single high, Javon by himself out there. I don't know what it says a lot about his creativity, and I guess we have to see. But he's done some 4-3. He did it against the Bills. He did a little against Cincinnati, but it's not enough. Um, so the 4-3 would probably mean you got four rushers. You can
Yeah,
bring a fifth, but he's not getting any pass rush at all, man.
we don't have an organic pass rush, which is a problem. Look at what happened when we played the Bengals versus who did they play after us? They played. Oh, did they play the Ravens after us?
Yeah, and they got a bunch of sacks.
How many sacks did the Ravens get? I was like, wait a minute, and we're supposed to be so good. I mean, that should have been a Phillips coming out party with that offensive line being so atrocious and dead last,
Hmm.
allowing team up to that point the most sacks, 15, and now did we even sack him? I don't even think we sacked him once. What's up, Chris? Good morning.
And it may be safe to say that Ogba at 26 is starting to plateau because, to me, he hasn't gone on a surge, to say, okay, this guy's young, up and coming. He's proven enough to me, he's proven enough to get his money, and he's plateauing. But that isn't a good sign. That is not a good sign. I would, if it's week 8, and this is my opinion, guys. If Byron isn't, you got Byron. I think it's
You mean by
21
week
days.
eight,
So,
which is the
so
Lions? Because we're in week 6.
right, week 8 is the trade deadline. Byron, so far since he's been off the pup, which is Tuesday after the Thursday game with Bengals, we have to make a decision with Byron by next week Tuesday. That would be the 21st day after coming off the pup. Either that or he's on the IR for good. So I would say this: we have to think now about if we want a offensive lineman or a linebacker or picks. You have to put Ogba. You have to put Mike
Think
Gesicki, even Edmonds and Byron. Because if Byron is not gonna come back, he he's not gonna be valuable to a team on IR.
we won't
But
be able
what
to
we
trade
can
him by
do
then.
is we can activate him and then trade him. But my thing is, if we're not getting production out of Ogba, we're not getting production out of Kasicki, we're not getting Byron is not even here,
Well, he's not getting
right?
production out of Gesicki because they're not putting him in that situation. That's not on Gesicki at all. That's not on
I think
Gesicki.
they're intentionally phasing him out with Tanner Connor. Mainly because
Then come
when
and
I
watch
watched the
all
game,
these games we're about to lose because they want to be stubborn. Okay, okay.
watching the game, he's actually a good blocker. He's
I
better than
know
Smite.
he's gotten better. Gasicki has gotten better at
And
block. Now, granted, he always gets beat for that one ridiculous play that just makes it work.
but
Makes everything else
I
look
didn't
bad.
like
But
what Embry said. Coach John Embry said, if you cannot do the things that we need you in the game to do, I can't help you. I didn't like any because he's speaking right to Mike, right? You can't be multiple, you can't block. I can't help you. That tells me like the dude they're trying to trade Mike because Embry pretty much said the tight ends coach in I
yeah,
think
no,
it's last week's coaching press conference. He said, "Don't worry about the catches and the targets. Did you truck and pancake a safety or a linebacker in a running play? That's what I need my tight ends for. And if you're not doing that, I can't help you." And even in fact, he said, Crossman can't help you. He's like, I guess the
see,
hunter longs.
this is the problem. Mike Byron is not trade able. There is no trade value there. I see you, Vanjo. Good morning, Vanjo. Good morning, JM. This is the problem that I have right now.
Good morning, everyone. Vonjo.
Yeah, this is the problem that I have right now. Um, are we trying to win and get to the playoffs and go in depth, or what are we trying to do? Because if all McDaniel wants to do, all he feels like where he can be successful is just replicate what they have in the 49ers, then that means we're not done with this rebuild, quote unquote. That's what that means. Even though to me, we're absolutely done with this rebuild. And now they need to just go out and win. We didn't spend all this money to now, oh, well, now we're not going to utilize our team. Like, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
that's where Greer failed McDaniel and a little bit of Flores tenure too, because he thought he was bringing in pedigree. Now, guys wanted, we wanted Miss Fins, us and fans, we wanted Matt Conklin, and then this year we wanted J.C. Treader because we saw what the line was doing. We weren't dumb. We we saw it, and he thought he had enough. Greer thought, and see, because we cannot say Flores forced Greer. Greer thought he had enough, which is dumb because we're ready to
ridiculous.
win, and clearly these guys can't hold up. Armstead has a toe. This one has a. Eichenberg is running into people. Eichenberg is running into his own people.
Oh
So
gosh.
you got to be kidding when we're ready to win, and this is the line you got for us.
We
And
need
you
to
said,
rebuild
no,
this.
no, we don't need nothing else in free agency. You, Greer, said, no, we don't need J.C. Treader. We don't need Matt Conklin. So you didn't help McDaniel, sir. You didn't help him.
Yeah. Look, uh this is really really frustrating because if you're gonna take this year to not actually go for wins and really really play, then that means that we're wasting another year. Who wants that? What's up, Matt? What's up, Ryan? Like, who wants that? Why are we wasting another year because you feel like you could only win if you have the 49ers? That makes no sense to me. And I'm calling them out for that. Make it happen with what you have right now. Period. This is what we have. This is what happens when you try to get over on a head coach, his players, his system. I mean, for all of this, we might as well have kept what's his name? Flores. If this is it. I mean, in my
Flowers, right?
opinion. No, I'm talking Flores. If this is
Oh,
what we're gonna get, I mean, I get it. It's young. We still. I mean, I'm not giving him my final evaluation till the end of the season. See what we do. But up to
believe it
the
or not,
point,
I thought
the difference.
McDaniel was gonna get
Go
an
ahead.
interview for OC regardless because this would have been Flores' fourth year. And so he has 5 year contract. I think they would have brought Mike McDaniel in for OC, but the thing is, at some point, the staff thought that Flores wouldn't have been able to communicate with Mike, and he may have bucked heads with Mike. Because
Yeah,
the
but then you
the
could have
thing
still
is,
had Mike here. And then you could have still fired Flores later. Like,
Yep.
if that was the case, listen to me right now, ladies and gentlemen. If the Miami Dolphins had Brian Flores and Mike McDaniel as the OC, we'd be undefeated right now,
Oh my
in my
God, it
opinion.
would be so
This
much less
defense would have
penalties.
been
Mm.
this defense would have been
On
insane.
third downs,
Like
Flores is a
insane.
genius on third downs, on third down defense because he does things that you cannot see. And when you off the snap, Flores is just totally different. You get very confused. Even me watching tape, I'm looking for the standing seven or the amoeba on third downs, and you don't know who's coming, and you don't know who's also freaking defending in coverage. And it takes 3 seconds. By time Ogba's and Jalen is already in your face. Flores is so good at doing that. And to me, Boyer, that's why I said either Boyer needs to become closer with Flores and call him during the week, try to get help because I'm serious
It's
because
not gonna happen.
you're missing that
Not gonna
element,
happen.
sir.
It's not gonna happen. Listen, Flores is not gonna help us out at all, especially with us getting in the game close to him. It's not gonna happen. It would have been nice to have Flo at head coach and Mike at OC. Mike is a yes man, so it would have worked out. I mean, you're not lying. And if anything, he would have been the first in line had, Flores gotten fired, let's say in the middle of the season or at the end of this season, which is what I thought they should have done. At the end of the season, then go ahead and do it. Dude, we would have been in a different situation, but coulda, shoulda, woulda, but didn't. It is what it is. This is what we have right now. Look, this is all I want to see. I know we have to deal with the cap. I know we have to deal with all this. This is what I want to see. I want not Flores, Ross, to just keep giving out fat checks. Just you keep giving away your money with giant sign-on bonuses. That's what I want to see. I don't care who we gotta get, even if it's by the trade deadline. I don't care. Let's make it happen. Period.
Yeah.
Because
Guys,
we
but
need
guys,
somebody.
come up on the panel. I'm actually at a clinic and I'm about to get served right now. So
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna
I'm
drop.
getting ready to go. So you're good. You're good. But give me your final thoughts, because right now, because I didn't get to have you guys here for the quarterly review. What do you think so far in the first 5 weeks, as far as the state of the union, if you will, of the Dolphins?
I think you and I agree the captains have to make rules and hold guys accountable through the week and make them fearful of doing stupid mistakes. Number two, and each captain, two captains on offense, O line, and defense, we spoke about. Um, Boyer has to try and figure out to get pressure by 4-3 package with three linebackers. Um, number three, offensive line. We know we got to go get two linemen next year, which is tells us that Greer didn't prepare us. If we know we got to get help for Armstead and Robert Hunt, that's a failure in Austin Jackson, Eichenberg, um, Kinley, and Cocoon, uh, whoever, Dieter. Dieter hasn't even seen the field, so
Barely, yeah.
it's a massive failure. What we have to do, we have to hope Applebaum could bring some of these guys to average. We have to hope that Applebaum and Perry can bring some of these guys to average. But we're 3-2. I think we can, if we can come out of this game, and Kansas City can beat Buffalo, and we can actually be back in first place in this game, tied for first place.
Is
So
this a must win? I have to ask. Is this a must win for the Dolphins and for playoffs aspirations, or even just overall? Is this a must win game for the Dolphins right now?
I think this is not only a must win. This can be a win that would bring the team closer together because Skyler knows he's going to have to renounce everything back to Tua. Teddy understands what's going on here, and so I think Skyler Everyone's saying, "Look, Skylar, this is on Skylar." And I think one of the things I learned on Tampa Bay scrimmage is that he likes to run up the score. He doesn't care how you feel. And I think Tyler Skylar's wanted. Oh, he's going to take that on his shoulders this week with that good snaps and practice and the memory of the playbook that he knows now, practicing today. He's gonna. I think he's gonna eat for the team, knowing that they're depending on this fourth win. They're depending on this fourth win with
Need
him.
him.
He's gonna. He's gonna eat because I think he's that guy who runs up the score on Tampa Bay. He'll do it to you. He'll do it to you. He's that kind of guy. I think without the Baker Mayfield antics, he's that guy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be crucial for us in this game, and I think it is a must win. It is a must win. It is way different to going into Pitt or having Pittsburgh come here 4-2 versus 3-3, especially with Flores
Even the
coming back and
Eagles,
all the narratives that is going to be associated with the game and the 50th anniversary and all this extra stuff. That one game versus Pittsburgh, yeah, this is a
even
must
the
win.
Eagles, even the Eagles said it. This guy is, balls past my ears. They know once Skyler got the week of practice to play the Eagles in Tampa Bay, this guy is trying to run up the score. I mean, like that's hurtful to defenders. Like the Tampa Bay was what the world champs once, and this guy
Yep.
just came and just torched up their secondary. So to me, you give Skyler time to study, and we can say that with any coach. We say
True.
Belichick, you give him 2 weeks in the Super Bowl to study for you. He's gonna. You give any coach time to work with their quarterback, whether it be Cooper Rush, Zappy. The difference is this is Skylar Thompson, and this is his time to win one for the team and get us back on track and turn it over to Tua. Let's go.
Fun Joe, you don't think it's not? You don't think it's not a must win? Stop the madness. Why, man? I think it's a must win, man.
Vonjo at 4-2 and Bills lose to KC. That's the ideal scenario where we've taken it right back from Buffalo and they're looking up at us in first place.
We're jockeying
So
for first place.
actually Jets haven't won enough games, so we'll be in first place alone.
Okay, you know what? I get it, Sharif. I know you gotta go, but I gotta hear from Von Joe. You gotta keep telling me this, but what's your final take, real quick, and that way you can go.
Yeah, just that. The O line, Applebaum and Perry getting them at least average. Immense failure with the pedigree of the lineman. So
Oh,
that that uh, I'll leave it at that.
Hold
Good
on.
morning,
morning, Von Joe.
Hold on.
morning, Vonjo. You guys take care.
Thank you, Sharif.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hold on. This thing is coming through my Bluetooth and it's horrible. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Why can't I hear you guys? Why is this thing still coming through my Bluetooth?
Check your setting. Check your setting.
I'm gonna come out and come back in.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm interested to hear what Vonjo has to say. I think this is gonna be funny to see it. But let's be real, guys. Look, this I personally think it's a must win, but every game is gonna be a must win. Obviously, the main reason why I say so is a kind of like a twofer for us right now. We're in a very critical part of the season where pretty much everybody, it's like a game or two at most within each other. You know what I mean? Like the entire AFC right now is kind of like hunched, together. And and this is a time when you start seeing those real playoff teams kind of like start running away with it. So that's drop the link. Oh yes, let me. Here you go. There you go, guys. Go ahead, Von Joe. I want to talk to you. Um, this is when those playoff teams they kind of they you know, they kind of start going away. We already finished the first quarter of the season. Um, now we have the, the middle of the season going on. So this is where those playoff teams kind of run away with their division and things like that. So that's one of my main reasons why I say it's a must win. But Vonjo, tell me why you don't think this is a must win for the Dolphins. You're muted.
I found them. All right,
Are you
cool.
find them?
Yes. It's not a must win. Guys, this is not a divisional game. It's not a conference game. We're playing an NFC team, so we lose no ground to the AFC. That's why I say it's not a divisional game. It's not a must win. It's not a must win.
You're
It
right.
can become, now, Pittsburgh could become a must win if we lose, because at that point, we're under 500. And when your team becomes under 500, that's when it becomes a problem. Because now
You
you're
got a whole
scratching and
game.
clawing, and now we lost 2 games in the AFC. No, that would be 3 games in the AFC, and
Hmm.
now we're scratching and clawing for playoff position and wild card position. And what could I? How could I say this? It's pretty much you no longer have your destiny in your hand, right? You no longer control your own fate. That you have to
Yep.
now start hoping other teams lose, and you start jockeying in that type of position. But the season is still early. We're not even halfway through the season, guys.
I know.
So it's not a must win. That's why I said I'm losing my mind. I'm like, must win? No, it's not. It's an NFC team. Now, if you want to say it's a must win for momentum wise,
Yes, momentum.
if you
Fine.
want to talk about momentum, okay, there I could rock with you and say, yeah, okay, I guess this is gonna be a third 3 game losing streak, so it could turn real ugly real fast. Momentum wise, yes. Our captains, I am upset with every last one of them. One of
Right?
them is injured. Tyreek, who was talking all this big, yeah, leadership. Him and McDaniels can't even get on the same page over a ping pong table. I
I
was
saw that.
livid. I'm like, no, I'm like, we keep blaming media. We keep blaming, oh, they don't like the Dolphins. Oh, they always make. We're our own jokes. We literally do it to ourselves.
It's
McDaniel sat
literally the
there.
worst.
McDaniel's literally the day before said, hey, I'm so proud of my team captains. They took out the ping pong table so they could go ahead and focus on the opponents, upcoming opponents. I'm like, yeah, all right, okay. Very next day, Tyreek, hey man, we took out the ping pong table because there was a bend in it, or it was bent or something, it was damaged or something. We got a new custom one coming, and I'm like, what are we doing? No, Miss Finn, seriously, what are we
That's
doing?
a lack of communication, but that's like a deep rooted lack of communication. Like if the only communication we're having is just, oh, you're gonna do this, 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 and this for the game, that's really bad because nobody's on the fan. And this goes to show, and I said this at the beginning: does McDaniel have control over this locker room?
Exactly. I'm like, so we're still. When I saw that,
I
the
don't
first thing that
know.
came to mind was dysfunction. I'm like, we're still dysfunctional. Like we still don't. We can't tackle on the field. So all this buddiness, I'm like, no, what are we doing?
Yeah,
So I
no.
I I,
See,
I, I was no,
this is rough.
I was shocked and appalled, appalled and
This
shocked.
Okay, so give me your first quarter review for the Dolphins. Like, what did you have
Uh,
first quarter review for the first 5 weeks?
so I gave somebody. I think I spoke about this on Steven's show to a degree. I'm sorry that my background is kind of loud. I'm
No,
running
you're good.
errands.
You're good. I get it. I get it.
So I gave us an incomplete,
Incomplete. Why?
and here's the reason why. So the Patriots game, right? So when you take a look at the Patriots game, okay, we know the Patriots. Okay, that's the first game of the season. We didn't look good. The Patriots didn't look good. We didn't expect the Patriots to be good, and we struggled in that game. Yeah, they say we had control of that game the whole entire time. I was there. I was in the building. We were in the building, right? But at the end of the day, you never felt like the game was put away at any point, right?
Yeah.
So, and the offense didn't look amazing. It looked like it was sputtering still,
We should have scored 50 points at that point. Like, it really
it,
should have been 50-3.
but it
Like,
wasn't. So, so I was like, okay, you know what? That didn't look good. So we go to Baltimore, right? The next game was Baltimore. Baltimore's secondary was completely decimated. We struggled with them. We had an amazing fourth quarter, but at the end of the day, their secondary, let's keep it 100, their secondary was beat up and it was completely decimated. Okay, cool. To feel it, so they had injury issues early. So we go to, but you saw what their
Come home.
offense.
Come home.
Yeah, so we go back home,
Hmm.
and Buffalo secondary is decimated. They didn't have their starters on the secondary. Really, what saved them and kept them in the game is their linebackers.
Well, all they had was their offense, which was completely
Yeah,
there.
and
Their
they
entire
had their
offense was
offense,
there.
and their offense was to protect their defense, where they just kept a hold of the ball, but they couldn't score. Okay,
Props to our defense, who was also limited too. We were missing a couple guys. We were come on, man.
who
We were
who were
starting.
missing?
What you mean? Byron was out. We are starting a undrafted
Byron Jones has been
rookie.
out all
I
season.
know, but regard he's still out. Is he not playing?
Okay, so we missing Byron Jones. They were missing both corners, both free safeties.
Undrafted free agent. Man, we're starting
They were
undrafted.
starting rookies as well in their whole entire secondary. Don't give me that. No, their whole secondary was decimated. We
I
missing
don't
one
even know.
person in our secondary. We're missing one person in our secondary. We're crying to the altar of the football gods. Meanwhile, their whole secondary was decimated. Okay, cool. All right, bet. Chalk that up. Again, we gave them no excuse. Hey, don't be
No
complaining. Don't be
excuses.
complaining. Hold on. Don't be complaining. Don't. So we go to Cincinnati. We lose our starting quarterback. We lose our one of our another cornerback, and they start turning up after our cornerback went in. When X went down, that's when they really exposed our
Yeah,
secondary completely. All right.
no
So now we're dealing with
excuses.
injuries going into the Jets game. Now we're dealing with injuries. So now when we're dealing with injuries in the Jets game, we lost to the Jets. They put up 40 on us.
They did.
The Jets. So we have yet to see our team at full strength go against another team at full strength. So that's why I don't know what this team is. I still don't know.
Oh God! So we're still incomplete in the first quarter. Is what you're saying, Vanjo?
Yeah, that's why I say that's why I gave us an incomplete because if I put everything into everybody like to say context and we start using context in its true sense of form, applying it everywhere it's supposed to be, this is what we have. We have an incomplete team. We have an incomplete evaluation. We don't know.
True. We can't even evaluate Tua efficiently because he was out for a game and a half. So
So
okay, I see where you at. Cat for life. What's up? Welcome.
Cap.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Yeah, man, I just had to get on here real quick, man, because yeah, when reality and life hits you, man, it hits you fast and hard and unpredictable right now. So I'm going through some personal things right now with family, man. I just want you
Oh
guys to
man,
give a prayer out to my mom, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm gonna be ghost for a little while, man, but just know I'm always gonna be listening to you guys, man. Just
Well, brother. Well, brother. Listen, man. I'll put positive energy into the atmosphere for you, brother.
I appreciate that, man.
absolutely. Yeah, Cap.
But yeah, man, I know Jolie, you were talking earlier about questioning why people act the way they act, man. Just keep doing you, keep doing what you're doing, keep growing. And yeah, man, just don't stop, man. You guys are the next generation, man, and we want this to start growing out, regardless of who tries to stop you guys. We'll always be here to back up, man. So yeah, man, I just wanted to give love out to you guys in the morning, man. And yeah, man, I'll be out here listening, man. First to all y'all, man. Love y'all.
Thank you, Cap.
Keep
Appreciate
your
it,
head up,
Cap.
Cap.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we'll definitely put your
Always.
mom in our prayers for sure. Listen, I totally get it. Here, Matt, how you doing? Welcome. I saw you in the back. I needed to talk to Vanjo first, but how you doing, buddy? You there?
Uh, oh yeah, I'm good.
Hey,
Okay,
hey, Jolie. I'm walking into Walgreens real quick. Again, kids and everything. So you
I
know how
get
that
it. I
go.
get it, buddy.
So if you
Thank
want, I'm gonna be on mute. If you need to drop me off to the back, just drop me back. Okay.
Okay, okay, we'll do. Matt, tell me real quick. What is your overview of the last 5 weeks for the Dolphins so far?
The last 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, It's hard not to say we could have lot things could have gone a lot better if Tua didn't get injured in that Bengals game. But
That is true.
uh,
Okay.
last game was horrific. I mean, I saw you in before the game saying it's gonna be a cakewalk and the Jets and stuff. I was
Oh,
like,
I
nah.
not a cakewalk, but
But
I did
you
say
were
it was
like
gonna
all the way
be.
through with like
It,
I was like
I'm a
I was
fan.
making a video for my
I'm a
YouTube and I was
fan,
unsure
so
even doing the stats. I was unsure like we're gonna win or anything. And
no,
then it
I'm
was
a
ended up being
fan
40-17. I was like, damn.
because I truly believe my team had what it takes to do that. So if I say, I mean, I know it can sound a little ridiculous, but the Dolphins had the capability of doing that. That's why I said it. I don't. I'm not saying it just so. Oh, I'm just throwing out a random number. I really am saying we've done this before. I can see them doing against this team. It's all about matchups. I really, truly did feel that's what we could do with the team. We didn't do it. We didn't execute. But it happens. I mean, there's nothing else that we can do about that. It's if they don't show up, if they don't execute, that's on them. So, but yeah,
I
it's
gotta
I
say,
have
I no
no.
longer think Zach Wilson is trash. I thought he was trash, but
Oh, I
after
never
that
thought
game,
he was trash. He's just a young QB. He needs time to develop too. That's I don't call anybody trash, even though it's hilarious. Maybe like Josh Allen, because that's kind of like funny, at least for us. But really nobody's trash. They just have to develop, especially the rookies. They just got to develop. But as far as the first 5 games overall, what did you think of the Dolphins as far as just overall the 5 weeks?
overall, I mean, we started well, but the last 3 weeks, I mean, with the start of the Bengals game, and then the Jets, the last 3 weeks, we just started going downhill and downhill.
Yeah. What do you think it attributes to that?
I think a lot of it being too out, but it's a lot of issues. Pretty sure there's more issues I don't even know about.
I mean, every team has to go through stuff. You know what I mean? Every team has to go through stuff, but I think we have the team to get over the hump. I'm just hoping that hopefully we can get over the hump. So that's pretty much it. I'm getting ready to go because still working woman. But give me your final take. What do you think is gonna happen this game coming up? Hmm?
Where is it? Are we going to Minnesota or we're at home?
No, no, no. We're at home. We're at home. This is fan
Uh-huh.
club weekend, so it's gonna be at home in Miami.
The Vikings
Roadrunner.
have been surprisingly been playing pretty well.
Yeah, they've been clicking. They're 4-1 for a reason. What's up, Big Slick? So, what do you think is gonna happen this game coming up against the Vikings?
I think we're going to struggle defensively, but if Skylar Thompson could get it going, I see like some potential in his passing accuracy and his. I saw some of his college tape, and he could really pass on the run.
That's a good trait to have for sure. And he's a big boy as well. So, what's your score prediction?
Uh, I gotta say like it's gonna be close, 2017 Dolphins.
2017? I think that's a fair for a game. What is it? That would be what, 2 touchdowns and 2 kicks, right? 2 touchdowns, 2 kicks. I guess it's to
I
20.
don't know.
Yes, yes, 2 touchdowns because 14. Assuming Sanders gets them, but he's gonna get them. And then the 2 kicks from Sanders, that'll put us at 20. Okay, so you could probably see a tied game, and then at the very end we eke it out. Is what you're saying, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much for coming through. I really do appreciate it. Fins up to you, okay?
All right.
And hopefully we win. We definitely hope we win. Have a great weekend. Bye bye. Listen, let me see if John Joe, you still there? You want to give me your final take real quick as far as this game?
I'm still in the Walgreens. But final take for the game, I'll still give it. They'll be all right. It's
You're
pretty
right.
much yeah. So I pretty much hope that we gonna need Skyler in the running game. So really, the running game needs to that running game that we saw during the Jets. We need that
Mm-hmm.
all the time, right? So our running game, the best way to help a rookie quarterback is with a solid running game. So we need a running
Okay.
game. And plain and simple, we need to be able to get off the field on third down. For some reason, we lost that ability. It could be third and 10, third and two, third and inches, third and 15. For some reason, they still get the first down some way, somehow. So
Agreed.
our defense needs to get off the field and keep them off the field because I have an idea how we're going to deploy our secondary, where we have Xavier on their lesser wide receiver. We put our corner, the other corner on. Jeez and peace. We put the other corner on. Put the other corner on Jefferson and give him safety over just like we did when we was in Cincinnati. How we deployed our defense then. So we can only hope.
Okay, what is your score prediction?
Score prediction. I don't
Yep.
feel good about this game. Tell you the truth. I say
Really?
32. 1 hour. All right. Thank you. I would say 35, 20 Minnesota.
35 to 20 what?
Minnesota.
22.
It's,
So you say 35 to 22 Vikings?
yeah.
You got us losing to the Vikings, man, for real? We're only getting 22 points? Jeez. We're only getting 22 points in your opinion. Wow. Wow. That's going to be
Miss
rough,
Fins.
man.
Miss Fins. You say that cheaply. How times
You're breaking
at
up. You're breaking up.
Miracle. Okay, can you hear me now? I'm stepping outside. I'm
Now,
back outside.
yeah, yeah, perfect, perfect. Now I can hear you perfectly. I can give me your score
Okay,
prediction again because it
outside.
was in and out. What's the score prediction again?
What I said, 35-20 Vikings.
Okay, okay, got it.
And the reason why I say
So
that, listen, you're saying
why?
20. How many times have we scored 20 outside of that Baltimore game?
Almost
And that's
all.
with
Yeah,
Tua.
yeah,
That's with Tua.
yeah.
I'm talking about. Now we have a rookie in there. You don't know.
True.
And Kirk non prime time, they could rack up points
He's
real quick.
good. He's good, and they got. I get it. They got Justin Jefferson. Cook in the running game is really good, and also, I mean,
And people
Thielen.
keep saying Cook. You keep
Thielen is
saying
special.
Cook, but hold on. People keep saying Cook. Cook.
Oh, I think we lost you. I think we lost you. Hold on.
You got me now.
Nah, we got you. I think we got it. What up, color?
I was saying Cook out the backfield is an excellent pass catcher. So
He is. He is.
him lined up against our linebackers, I'll give it to him.
Yeah. Okay. This is gonna be a tough game. Look, I'm a Dolphins fan, and obviously yesterday, I don't know if you got to see it. The Purple Pocket
No, I
podcast
saw
was
it.
here.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I was there.
Um. Obviously against somebody else. I'm a 1,000% Dolphin. We're whooping them. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is by 40. You know what I mean? But but in reality, this is going to be a tough game for us to win. I could understand Matthew saying 20-17 Dolphins and just barely eking out. But the problem we have is Kirk Cousins is actually a pretty good QB, and they also have Justin Jefferson, arguably at top. He's definitely a top 10 wide receiver. I'm not gonna put him in the top five, but he's up there. Top 10 doesn't mean he's not top. High. He could be six. You know what I mean? But he's up there. Top 10 wide receiver. Thielen, is solid. So Thielen is my favorite player from them. So he's so versatile. I mean, at this point, you never know what this man is on the floor. So
Who's their
because
third
of that,
receiver?
um, oh, who do they have? Who do they have? KJ Osborne. That's who they have. And
Oh,
no,
Osborne.
nobody. Yeah, nobody really. I mean, he's all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. This game is not.
Second year guy, but that's pretty much it.
This game doesn't sit easy with me. It just doesn't. I'm trying to get comfortable with it, but for some reason I can't.
I know, and I want to be a super fan, but this is gonna be a hard one for us to win. This is like if we're being honest, this is gonna be a real hard one. I was never gonna say that in front of the Viking guy, but it's gonna
No,
be a
we can.
hard one for us to win.
So we cannot have mistakes in this game where we're giving them free first downs. This it
Or
can't. This def.
safeties. Or
Yes,
safeties.
the safety was a that wasn't a safety, but whatever.
It wasn't a safety. I
But
know. It
when
was
I say we
given.
can't have, but it was a poor play call from McDaniel. Action in your own as a first play in your own end zone, right? Two, we can't have these free first downs where we stop them and they get a first down because we don't know how to tackle properly, or we don't know how we can't we face mask. I think it was like two face masks that gave them first downs when it was tackles for
Horrible.
loss,
Yep.
and I was losing my mind watching the game. Like, are you kidding me? So do you know how crazy I look in Antigua yelling at a TV or yelling at my phone?
Oh my god. I hope you enjoyed yourself at least.
And
I'm sure you
everybody,
had to go extra hard while you
and
were
all these
there.
people at the Antigua airport are looking at me like, "What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this guy coming from America, just acting a fool here?" Like I was literally losing it. So
That's hilarious.
it's just we can't have mistakes. So we have to play mistake free. We have to play mistake free and disciplined football.
Agreed. Agreed. And you know what? This is the thing. It really is Dolphins versus everyone else. We're going against like 11 against 15, if we're being honest. Because these refs, I mean, the whole league, they got it out for us. That's always been the case. But this year, because they're so mad at Tua, they're extra going. And some of these calls, I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? We all know that was not a safety, A. And then
Yeah.
the part that pisses me off is Josh Allen did the same thing on our end zone, and he didn't even reach. This is the part that pisses me off. He didn't even reach anybody when he threw that. He wasn't even outside the tackle box. Nothing.
The reason
Nothing.
why I can't even say the I can't even give it to the refs and just say, oh, it's the referees, because again, those face masks were face mask penalties. Those missed tackles where the running back caught the ball and ran another 20 yards dragging Rowe at his ankles. Rowe is holding on for dear life like my son holds on to my legs, or like my daughter holds on to my legs when I'm
Uh,
leaving the house. Like, Daddy, don't go. That's literally what Rowe looked like. Daddy, please don't score the touchdown. Please don't. Don't. That's literally what he looked like. That has nothing to do with the referees.
oh
Face
snap!
mask penalties has nothing to do with the referees when it's clearly a face mask. Jumping off sides and holding when it's clearly a holding has nothing to do with the referees.
That
This
is
is
true.
us not being disciplined.
Exactly, and that's on McDaniel. That's on McDaniel for being too loose with his team.
So that's why I say that's safety. That's 2 points. That could be a good team could easily erase 2 points. I mean, to heck, we erased 21 points like this in one quarter.
Yeah.
So that 2 points, I throw that away. I'm like, I don't care about that. Okay, whatever. Mulligan. All right, y'all got it. Okay, but we threw the ball. They gave us a couple pass interference penalties where we got first downs off that. All right, cool. All right, so all right. Then we just gave it all back with our mistakes.
For
So no.
45 yards being dragged on the ground. That was so embarrassing too.
Yes,
With rookies,
that's
man.
not the referee
Rookies.
can't help you.
Rookies. Like that was funny. I was like, is there no one that can tackle these guys? They're not even world beaters either. That's the part that pisses me off.
Exactly,
I'm
but
like,
Miss
they're
Fins,
rookies
but Miss
and
Fins, we're blaming the referee, but the referee can't help you there. The referee can't sit there and
three
say, "Hey,
players. And we
stop
still
running."
couldn't bring him down. We still couldn't bring him
That was
down,
embarrassing.
Joe. Three players of the Dolphins. And this man was still just walking like if he was in a treadmill. Just like
And
nothing.
it was not like it was rookie versus rookie. These were veterans trying to tackle a rookie, and he sunned them like, "Yo, y'all some lames. Get off me."
Uh,
Why y'all still trying to tackle me? You still here?
oh
What we
snap!
wanted the
It was
referee to sit there and say, we
hilarious.
wanted the referee to say, "Hey, unnecessary embarrassment by the running back, 15-yard penalty."
That was hilarious to me. I just couldn't. I give you that one. Yes, that one you were 1000% right there. That's not on. That's not on the. I mean, the refs didn't help. Let's be real. The refs didn't help. But they also, what do you call it? They also were. They,
Listen, when
oh,
it comes to I look at what we can control and our
hey, that was
controllables. That's what I
that was.
focus on. Our controllables and our controllables, we did not control Jacks. It was
We
horrible.
looked like we didn't take them, and I knew there was a back of my mind. I'm like, I said this offline to somebody. I didn't say it obviously in public, but I'm like, this can't be the game where the Dolphins just ease up just because it's the Jets. And this, I have said it in public. Like, guys, it's the Jets. They were not easy last year, even though we swept them. They're a tough team for us to beat. So I don't think that
Agreed.
we're gonna beat them just cause they're actually a pretty decent team. Like they're getting there. You know, they're still like a year or two out before they're actual contenders, but they're
Yeah.
not. You know, they're putting pieces together. Salah's making this team move.
Yeah, we let them close
Man,
that gap too quickly, though. We let them close that gap way too quickly.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. And then we just gave them the comp. See, had they just beat it just like last minute, whatever, you know, it would have been different. The fact they were able to pile on, oh my lord!
Miss Fins, I'm going into a dead zone. So, final take. I just want to
Final take,
say
give it to me.
we got to do better. That's it. We have to do better. All
Exactly,
right. Fins up.
exactly. Fins up. Appreciate you for coming through. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. The Dolphins can't take the pedal off. You know, we have to continue. Um, this game for us. I get it. It's not a conference game. I get it. It's not a divisional game. You know, but to me, my main reason why I say it is the Dolphins can't afford going 3-3 into a conference game because now we're just putting too much into that game. We need we need to take care of the Vikings. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be pretty, people. It's not. Let's not lie. It's not. This is probably gonna be one of the toughest games. Um. Oh, Manzano. Yeah, he could be. I can see how you can see Dak Prescott like. We'll see. We'll see. And I saw you in the back. Sorry, but I'm getting ready to shut down the show. That's why I didn't bring anybody else up here, Manzano. But I appreciate you even stopping through for sure. It's this is gonna honestly. This isn't an easy game. This is a testament for McDaniel, guys. He better have this team ready. It's all I gotta say. If McDaniel doesn't have this team ready, if this team doesn't believe in itself, if they don't rally around their rookie quarterback, we have bigger issues, ladies and gentlemen. We have bigger issues. Most of it is you guys are not hitting that like button, so hit that like button for Miss Phins, please. Like and share, ladies and gentlemen. Like and share. Let everybody else know that we are live. I'm gonna be here. Let me give you my final take on this. Um, look, at the end of the day, we can win this game. We can win it now. We know this. We have the tools to do it. Yes, we may be injured. No matter what, everybody's injured. No excuses. Hashtag no excuses. Next man up. Next man up. Next man up. Next man up. It is what it is. Next man up. You need to have the next man up, period. And this is going to be a testament. We're going to see if these next men up actually come through and do what we need them to do. Because this is, let's be real, this game, it may not be a conference divisional game, but like Von Joe said, it is a momentum game. We go 4-2, we're in a much better place than if we were 3-3. And then we're not trying 3-3 and we lose to Pittsburgh some ridiculous way out. Now we're under 500. Kiss the playoffs goodbye. And then we would have done all of this, spent all this money for what, ladies and gentlemen? Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So this is why I say it's a must win. We need the momentum. We need to get back into our winning ways, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Paul? Welcome. it is what it is. It happens. It happens, God Soldier. He's still a rookie. He's still developing. I'm not gonna harp on him for having a slow release because again, he's a rookie. But I understand your concern with Skylar and his release. We got this, ladies and gentlemen. We can get this win, but I would not be surprised if we lose. And at the end of the day, it's gonna stem from the head coach. Period. It's gonna stem from the head coach. We lose this game, it's on McDaniel not prepping his team and not supporting his rookie quarterback. But I think that Skylar is gonna show up. Honestly, I'm gonna give him the same expectations as I did for Tua. 230 to 250, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a couple deep passes. I keep it exactly the same. That's what I want from him. And I think he got it. He's got what it takes. And you know what? This is his chance. Sometimes in the NFL, not for long, you don't get many chances. This is his chance to prove it, This is his chance to take the reins. I'm not saying he's gonna steal the job from Tua, please relax. But this is a chance for him, for the Dolphins to say, you know what, we want to still invest in him. You know what I mean? Like this is what that is. So good luck, Skylar. Guys, it's Friday. Hug your loved ones. Cap, I love you, man. Prayers to your family. Hope everything works out. And to everybody, honestly, just love, kiss your loved ones. Have fun this weekend. It's fan club weekend. I'll see you guys, both campers, Saturday night. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. Hopefully I can meet some of you guys and you guys can see me there. But let's have fun. Let's have fun. We got this. At the end of the day, the Dolphins have exactly what they need to make this happen. Let's just take care of it, guys. Let's take care of it. That's all we gotta do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Phins. I am Miss Phins. Check me out Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. We'll be right back on Monday. Motivation Monday, win or lose. We're here. And guys, I think this is a home game. We have to win. It's a home game. Let's protect home court. You know what I mean? Let's protect home court. We lost 2 in a row. This is home game. Exactly, Cliff D. We gotta protect home court, or home field, So let's do that, guys. And man, thank you for keep supporting. Thank you for keep liking and let everybody else know that we're live. Oh, wait, I forgot about my poll. Let me end this poll real quick. I'm gonna tell you about my poll. Is the Dolphins win a must win? 78% of you guys said yes. 21% said no. Guess what? Home field. Yes, Esther, I got it. Protect home field. Look, it's a must win. It's definitely momentum. It's definitely for the playoffs. All of this is gonna, we need it. But we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's not forget that. You guys are the best. Honestly, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. And honestly, we got this. We got this. And I'm hoping that McDaniel utilizes Gesicki better. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, guys, love it. Take care. Bye-bye.